Hello everybody, welcome to episode 1 of the Tamagotchi V5 series. So, for those wondering why I'm covering the V5 or whatever, it won the poll! I don't know any better way to explain that really. But yeah, it won the poll and we now have this wonderful series going on. Well, it didn't win the poll, it tied with the poll. So we're going to do the V5 series first, and then later on we'll be doing a cryptid series. But we have the V5 right here. I'm slapping a battery in this. I don't know what else to really say about that, but yeah, there we go. Just slap a battery in this bad boy. And there we go. We got all of our fun stuff, but first we're going to pop this back in. I don't know if I put a good battery in or not. To be honest, these devices have save backups or whatever, so I don't worry really too much. So, we got our wonderful device right here, though. We got to download the reset, but we're going to reset real quickly. It's waiting. Look at the 3. Look how excited they are. And now I have to figure out whatever today's date is and stuff like that. Today is the 5th. What is this? Yeah, make sure it's the month. Sometimes I never know if it's the month or the date on some devices. Like the Nokia N-Gage I have has it flipped weirdly. Even though it's an American one I own or whatever, it weirdly has it flipped, so I don't get that. And today is I forget if it's the 20th or the 21st. I'm going to say it's the 21st, and I don't know what time it is. We'll change the clock later. But for right now, I'm going to assume it's somewhere near 5 p.m. Because that's about, should be correct-ish. My birthday, for those who don't know my birthday, it is August 13th. You can do whatever you want with that information. Seriously, I don't really care. There you go. We got 3 eggs! So, let's talk about the Tamagotchi Connection V5 real quickly. So, for those who have not seen my original Bunch series where I ran the V5 with the V5.5 or whatever, which that series is not that great. I missed out on so much stuff in this device because I was trying to keep up with 2 devices. So the concept of this device is you're raising a whole family of Tamagotchis. In Japan, this is called the family tree, mainly because you're raising a whole family, to the point where you actually get to keep up with the mother and father of each generation as well. So unlike the Tamagotchi On we just ran, where you only saw the mother and father at the beginning of a generation, this device, you get to deal with them till the next generation's over with or whatever, which is kind of interesting. This first generation's a bit different though, because in the first generation, you don't have a mother or father. You are the caretaker at the starting off or whatever. So it's kind of interesting. But there we go, got the first egg out. Look at that little creature, all happy and dancing. Let's see. I need to adjust the contrast on this device in a minute. But there we go, we got our characters all set up. And we got one more needs to hatch. Oh, and there we go. Wow, we got the one different one of the family. So, what is the name of the family? So, I figured, we'll do my usual thing. Ooh, actually, what do I want to call the family? We'll call this one the Guist family, because they are technically my children. They are my first generation of children. They do not have anything indicating anything else, so. First generation belongs to me! They are my children. The DNA test shows they are my children. And now they are stuck with me, the father. Oh man, I skipped a letter. I am the father of these creatures, you can say. Man, it takes a while to... Whee! Bam. Hold the button. There, bam, Geist. And there's our 3 Tamas. So, the cool part about this device is it does actually show awful lot of stats and everything. So if you notice, hunger and happiness actually have 1 more heart than they usually do. It shows bonds. We'll talk about bonds in just a second. We had the whole Geist naming convention. This is the first generation. Okay, so Fuwatabachi is the daughter. That's the little Tamagotchi character right there. We got Mimi Fuwachi, little ghost-looking one. And it is Omotuchi, another daughter. And that's pretty much it. Get to be excited about all of our fun little characters. But yeah, so here we go. We're going to first give them some meals here. And there we go. Get some of the meals out of the way. And we're going to do one snack for these guys, just so it gets rid of the one thing. And there we go. So bonding works kind of interesting in this device. So in the first generation, we don't have the bonding mini games. So as you see here, we don't have these little bottom ones here, golf putt and shoe pairs. We don't get those till like second generation onwards. So in the first generation, we get TV surfing and tea time, which those are more like money games than bonding games. So they give like better payouts, I think, from what I remember. And let's change up the contrast of this device, because I was thinking my camera setup's a little bit off too, which I don't like that either. It is very off. It is, actually. So you're going to move this back a little bit. There you go. Yeah, my camera is weirdly off. That is weird. So here's our device. To change contrast, usually it is, I think it's A and B on these things. Is it? Let's see. Okay, nope, that's time changing. Okay, is it B? Nope. C and B? Yep, there you go. So you have to hit C and then B. Okay, so here's our contrast. It allows us to change like the whole like little brightness and stuff of the screen. So basically, we're gonna try aiming for like a little bit of a darker screen. I think that'll be good for us right now. Hopefully that's good for me in like the normal viewing world here. Besides that, we got the 3 Tamagotchis though, and we're going forward with that. Doing a quick pause here. Sorry for the quick pause. Someone was opening the door to the recording thing. I need to put like a sign on my door probably that says like in recording or whatever. Need to start doing that fun. But we have our 3 children here. Besides all that fun with the 3 children, we get to all the joys and stuff. So I guess let's talk about the icons. First one's status, second one's food, this one's bathroom. One fun fact about bathroom, I think, in this device is that if you catch the Tamagotchis enough, they can take themselves to the restroom. Don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. Sometimes it's hard to try to keep on catching them. We do got the little baseball bat icon here. That's our games. So TV surfing, you're just matching up the image with the little image up there. So you have to find the one that matches. And that's all you do. So you're just matching it up. You gotta match it up. It does actually go in a pattern. So if you actually pay attention to the pattern, you can actually keep up with it pretty well. I don't know if I'm that great at keeping up with the pattern matching of this game. From what I remember last time, I really was bad at this for a bit. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There we go. Start messing up. Also, because it is not easy to do this game in like my setup either. I do remember being better at tea time. I don't know if I remember this full properly. So yeah, you're just trying to pour into the teacups and not into the coffee cups. Coffee cups have handles, teacups don't. And there you go. It's pretty easy. This does require some really fast reaction. Oh, nope, I messed up. I didn't see that. But there we go, got another 10 points for us, which is pretty good, pretty decently overall. And we can't get into the other games because we don't have parents yet. We're like Bruce Wayne. We're just orphans in this lonely, lonely world. But here we go, we got our fun little V5 stuff here. So this is the connections. We're not doing any connections this time around. If anyone wants to see connections, go watch the original series I did back in the day for the bunch. So, but on this series, we're not going to do that, because this series I'm trying to focus on this device, because I did not do that great of a time last time focusing on it. Also, this screen protector is not put on that great. I need to smooth it out a bit better. But besides all that fun and joy with it, so there's our bonding thing. This will like tell us like some of our bonds or whatever. Basically, every once in a while an event will happen, and I get to hit this little thing, and they'll do a whole little bonding celebration. Currently, they're not doing it right now, so we don't get to deal with that currently. And here's all of our fun little things. So this is where you take them to get medicine. You can buy items. You can also buy like souvenirs, and then buy some like rare random stuff. Currently, we can't deal with any of this right now because we don't have anything. And here is our fun little things. The dating show is how we get married, so we can't do that just yet. Travel show is, I think, a pause menu sort of thing. I want to say it's a pause menu because, like, I don't really get the whole purpose of this. So, yeah, I don't really understand the point of the travel thing. If anyone knows what the point of the travel show is, please explain it to me, because I assume it's just for pause reasons. TV shopping is where you actually buy all your fun little items. So there we go. Shows a guy going, now on sale! And then it just shows items you can buy. We can't buy any of this because we are poor. And yeah, so the main issue I remember having with this device is that you needed to get a lot of money. Which, it was horrible running two of these devices at once, because it basically meant that I had no way of doing any of that. So this time around, we'll just be focusing on the device itself, which means that we can also get bonding way better than we did. This first generation might be the hardest with bonding, because of how, like, bonding works in this device. So, in the first generation, it's a bit harder because we don't have the whole parents to help us out with the bonding. So, in this one, we might not get, like, the best evolutions, but that's okay with me, as long as we get to enjoy the experience with this device right now, and enjoy all the fun with it. And that's pretty much all that's going on for this little thing right now. Besides that, I'm going to sit down, play a bunch of games with it, and just raise up that money. Gotta get that money! Besides all that fun sort of stuff here, today was the sort of announcement of the Tamagotchi Paradise. For those who don't know, it is the new Tamagotchi device that's coming out soon. I went and pre-ordered all three of them, so for anyone who's curious about that, I did go and do that. So, get ready for all that fun in the future. Taking over the original recording, because I went into a coughing fit at the very end of my thing, and as you probably know from the last bit of the Tamagotchi On series, still have like a little cold thing going on. So currently like have a cough drop in my mouth. It's kind of gross, I know. It's the joys of being a human. But yeah, so the Tamagotchi Paradise, that was just recently announced and stuff like that. It is up for pre-orders. I went and pre-ordered my Tamagotchi Paradise devices. So I do recommend looking into that if you are curious about that. I'm not going to talk too much about them because I haven't looked really fully into the features. To be honest, I just saw the dial and I was like, yeah, that looks cool, and then I bought it. I don't know, it's Tamagotchi. I also loved how it looks like the Osu and Mesu. So I was just like on board with it fully like the minute I saw it, and I was like, yes, I want that, and then that's pretty much what happened. Not that great, I know. It's weird little things like that. But besides that, we are just at the little first stage of guys here with these little wonderful, wonderful tamas, and I'm pretty much going to just mess around with them and keep them alive. And then pretty much it. I'm also going to go play some like Nintendo games, because I recently just got a really cool like NES or whatever. I have a Famicom, but like, actually, here's a medicine thing we get to look into, because we didn't get to do this a little bit. There you go, that's medicine. Instead of it being its own little icon, you just have to go into the little chest thing right there and point it out. Pretty cool. And I'm going to mess around with some of the happiness stuff, because that's just kind of whatever. Overall, we are currently a blended family, so that's just kind of one of those like random families. We haven't done any of the fun later generation stuffs where you can like get like specific families and stuff like that. I also don't have anything else really going on with this device right now. So, this is episode 1 of the family tree. And yeah, pretty much nothing too crazy going on with it. I'm super excited to come back to this device. It's also another little exciting moment for me, because apparently I looked back at the timeline, and It's been now over a year since I did my original Tamagotchi Connection series, which, if you remember, was me running a V1 and V2. There's the poop thing. There's your toilet animation for anyone who is curious about pooping. Yeah, if you catch pooping, then you get a cool toilet animation. And yeah, there you go. Hit the little C button animation. They're not too heavily bonded yet, so they don't have much going on for them. And yeah, pretty much not much going on for right now. It's baby once generation, so not too much happens for a little bit. It's also a Tamagotchi connection, so that these first generations are a little bit interesting to start off with. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode. If anyone is curious about where I ordered the Paradise devices from, I can mention that in the next episode. I don't know if anyone wants me to really do that or not. I always kind of get worried when mentioning places to order, because I don't want it to sound like doing weird sponsorship type things or whatever, because I'm not. I wish I got paid for talking about Tamagotchis. That'd be a dream. But yeah, so right now, that's pretty much all that's going on for right there. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I don't know why I'm sounding a bit weird with this first episode. It's one of those things where it's I always feel bad with these first episodes, because the baby stage just does not have as much going on for it, because we just haven't really sat down and done much with it yet. So it's one of those things where it's I usually try doing mail openings on these episodes, but I don't have any Tama mail. I tried planning it out, and that did not work out well for me, so the joys. But hopefully this first episode is good enough for y'all. And if anyone does have any questions or wants to do little pointing out guide things, just comment down below. I will answer them to the best of my ability. And I'm going to be going and enjoying these Tamagotchi V5. Because, man, this is one of those devices that I missed out on so much stuff on. And I felt so bad about that when I originally did my older series on it. So I'm going to be super excited to go back and mess around with this device again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye-bye!